GM, folks. Give me a little bit to sort my stuff out. We're gonna have Devil's Founder in 23 minutes, so should be a good one. But yeah, let me just work my magic for a little bit while I'm just setting this up. So obviously, and don't mind me, folks, right? Let me just get started for a little bit. But interesting day in NFTs, if anything, right? I just finished a video on something I want to share this one with you because this is probably the most retarded thing I've seen today. I'm making a video on this, but Vince McMahon could not have scripted this shit better. I'm telling you. Magic Eden seems to be inflating their numbers for whatever reason by actually adding the 1,000 mark of $1. Orange Sweaters, how are you doing, brother? Appreciate you tuning into the chat. Let's get this thing going. Oh wait, I definitely fucked up a little bit. There you go. Boom. Should be fixed. Actually, not quite fixed. I'm having like the interview with Devils, not Medievals, for whatever it's like bugging out. I must have made like a mistake on that one, not gonna lie. True, both are fine, both are absolutely fine. It should like be changing soon though. Like if not, then I'll just like make a new stream. But it should be like changed in a little bit. Does it still say it? Let me just like hard refresh it. Man, I'm not sure why. Yeah, but like I cannot debate people. I'm giving it like 30 seconds. If like this is not fixed by then, I'll like restart to another stream. What can I say? I fucked up, folks. It seems. I mean, like, I think that's 30 seconds. Let's see. It should be good now. Like, I just refreshed it and it says Devils. Should be can you guys confirm? I mean, like, actually I don't need you to confirm, I'm just reading it. So it should be good now. Yeah, folks, I mean, like, what can we say? Interested in this one. Give me just 1 second though. You gotta hard refresh it. Then it says Devils. Hard refresh being shift refresh. I mean, like, folks, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not even sure what happened there. I see the Mythic Demons Dao tuning in. How are you doing, brother? Well, what do I have? Let me just like hard fix this shit. There we go. There, I think like We fixed it. Orange sweaters, thank you so much. I mean, like, guys, like, I'm not gonna lie, this interview right here today is probably Karan, where the giveaway. I mean, like, brother, like, you should not fucking just like join these things for the sake of giveaways. Like, are you kidding me? Hello, we got like interesting shit to discuss first, right? But like, make no mistake, like, we're giving away like 2 devil NFTs, gonna be at the end. Karan, I think, like, I'm just gonna say it like it is, brother. Like, what happened to you after winning like the 1 out of 1 medieval? Huh? I'm just saying, but anyways, like, guys, Chaos helmet is dope. Well, there we go. I mean, like, we'll get to devils in a little bit for sure, right? Only 12 more minutes. Let's I want to start off with like 2 things though. If anyone from Magic Eden is watching this, and I mean, this might just like I got some uncomfortable questions for sure, but at the same time, Nifty Nikki, we equally gotta like appreciate it for what it is, right? Because like, I'm just gonna say it like it is. Devils is an interesting one. Hey, Crypto T, how are you doing? To me, they're interesting because they started out being a derivative, and you never won a 1 out of 1. I thought you did. How's Hawk? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's doing good. But anyways, why are packs like triple? I have no clue what you're talking about. Kron, dang, like, this is actually kind of crazy. Chucky, how are you doing? The chat is absolutely going mental. How are you doing, guys? So anyways, like, Devils is like a different, like, an interesting one, because like they started out being a derivative, and like, Magic Eden packs, I have no clue, man. They're very much Gamble 5 focused these days, it seems. Started out being a derivative, and they're pivoting away from that, right? And I'm just being like real here. I've had like quite some people reaching out to me, both positive and negative. It was kind of like, I would, like, what do you want me to say? Like, I am endorsing endorsing Epstein. And true, 100 people on the show ain't even started, and we're looking for that sponsor, folks. Let's go. I think said that. To me, like, Devils is like interesting because they started out with a lot of like turmoil, right? Like, good, bad, something in between, what you're gonna say, but like they kept on building, and like the guy seems to be working towards like standing on his own with this brand, and I wanna know more about that, right? So yeah, like, with that said, I do have like some what's the right word here I'm looking for? I have genuine questions. I have like the kind of questions which, if these questions can be answered soon, dude, like, Devil's Soul, there you go. It's true though. Like, I've had people all over the place, both good and both bad. So I've no clue. I'm just interested to be here with you guys. I want to learn more about you guys. I think this can be special. I also believe like this is like a great opportunity to just like have a talk on basically how you guys started, what made you guys develop the way you're developing. I'll tell you guys this much though. Let's go for this good devils is saying. I'll tell you guys this much. Art at the end of the day is supposed to make people feel some way, right? Like if you would be looking at Floyd Mayweather, right? And I'm not saying Floyd Mayweather is a piece of art, but I'm definitely telling you that people cared about Floyd Mayweather actually, like what's gonna happen to him, right? People felt a certain way. And I think that's basically like the best thing you can basically ask for, right? You want people to be engaged, right? You want people to, dang, I kind of wanted to buy like I kind of wanted to get the 1-on-1. I'm not gonna lie. I like the art, but I'll also tell you this. I want the good answers. Shit, like I haven't even like done this. Watch this one, chat. There we go. I want to see what's making you guys, well, like what steps have you taken, right? Like why have you taken those steps? Like why are those like the good steps? Why did you take this route, not another route? And at the end of the day, I want to see NFTs on Solana succeed, right? And if you guys are building something which is interesting, I want to learn more about that. That's why I do this. Right? Anyways, until we get there, folks, we have like 5 minutes to fucking go hard on like two things. Why does Magic Eden, well, Karan, for your sake, I hope you'll have the best of luck, my man. You can literally live with only soul. True. So anyways, on like these kind of numbers, in what kind of parallel universe is a crypto exchange or like an NFT exchange so retarded? Like this is quite literally the first time ever I see a number being expressed in like the thousands, in a thousand part of the US dollar mark. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what's up with that? Like, the Magic Eden, like, if anyone is listening here, like, do you want to... What's the thought process behind this one? And also, like, do you actually have, like, people who care about this? Like, do you think, like, people are having, like, think this is a good idea? I mean, like, even, like, with the with the total value of all current ME being, like, 2.25 million, do you want to make it sound like $1 billion is being staked or whatever? Actually, no, that I'm retarded. Sorry for that. That's just like 2 point. But like, chat, like this does look like 32 million when you don't pay too much attention to it, right? Like to where like I'm retarded with this one. This is 2.25 million. It is what it is. But like Magic Eden is not like gaining. And you know what? Like Magic Eden, if you're listening to this, right? I want you guys to win. I'm not gonna lie. As I want Orbis to win, as I want Tensor to win, because you know what? I do kind of feel that right here, right now, we can quite literally all win. All you need to do is to listen to your target audience. Rather expand than reduce, right? And if you're gonna expand and refocus and all of the good stuff, that's fine. But why doing it like in a way of extraction rather than like giving back to like the ecosystem you're a part of? Like you're telling us you want to refocus on, but at the end of the day, I don't see a whole lot of refocusing. I just see like a lot of reduction, really. Just me being real. Scuffy, let's fucking go. Removing BTC and the everything else was shitty. Yeah, I mean, kind of fair point. You know what? Like, I would love to have like Magic Eden on like one day as well, right? I think like, why not just like talk about like why you're doing the things you're doing? Is it because like you have like investors who are pushing you this way? Could be. Joe Kitski, how are you doing, brother? But yeah, I mean, like, quite interesting. I've been on a call like yesterday after the stream with like the founder of Orbis, which was kind of sick, right? Like, I told him on like I listened more than anything. And I do kind of feel that these guys are having like the good kind of background to make like this stuff work, right? I believe that these guys I think they mean well with regards to Solana NFTs. And meaning well and like executing well on like a longer period of time. Karan, like the thing with the token though is that like most tokens are down with like 99%. Just saying it like it is. Denny, so how are you doing, brother? Ready for the ref share? Well, there you go. Bullish at the bottom, right? Yeah, I mean, like, you know what? Like, how are you guys doing? The chat is getting crazy busy, by the way. By the way, guys, like, just so you know, with the interview, I will close down the chat just because I will upload this video after to YouTube, so like people can, well, we'll be able to just like look at this forever and ever and ever, right? So at the end of the day, 160 people indeed. Oh shit, folks. Someone entered the building. Who might it be? I'm gonna close down the chat. I'm going to get this this interview started. And well, appreciate you guys tuning in. We are 165 live before like we're even started, right? Shion, like, let me build up the tension for fuck's sake for 2 seconds, okay? I mean, like, you kind of, goddamn, like, you gotta let me get like build this shit up a little bit. I'm gonna close down the stream, which I'm doing right now. Boom. You guys are off. I appreciate you tuning in. 167 people are live with us. Let me just like, there you go. And well, Frank Devils, you're up, brother.
It was good, man.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Uh, Pretty busy, dude. Like I got an ad drop to do and everything. But
I
yeah, I'm
mean,
super
like,
excited.
yeah, I'm excited to have you. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, you guys actually minted out like rather quickly, and like, congrats on like the mint. I mean, like, that's not an easy thing to do these days.
Appreciate it, man. I get the credit, like, minting out in this bear market, but it's all community, bro. It's
True.
all credit goes to community.
I mean, dude, let's just like get right into it. You guys are the most notorious player I've had like so far. I mean, like, I'm not gonna like pretend like you're not. I've had like people like you guys are polarizing now already. And I mean, like, you only minted out like what, like for like 24, 48 hours, something like that. Um, I've had people reaching out to me, both good and bad. Like, at the very least, people seem to be feeling a certain way about your project, right? Like, do you have like any idea on like why that might be?
Of course, like we started this as a derivative, so I think that's the biggest reason for everyone to think like we have a bad image. But you know, everyone likes good art and everyone loves gods and medievals. So I mean, it all depends on the people's perspective, like back in those days, derivatives were like super hard. And this time it's totally different. The space is matured. And I think like people are thinking differently and it's totally fair. So yeah.
Fair. I mean, like, having said that, right, to just like build upon what you're saying right here, right now, like, you started as like a derivative, as well, like DGOTs, medievals. Take me back to the moment, right? Like, what made you say like we're going to be building this rather than building your own kind of NFT?
Yeah, 100%. So to be honest, like I never thought of doing a project, combining those two art. So I'm a DGOT holder, I'm a medieval holder. I thought like, okay, let's make my, DGOT into a medieval version. I did that first and I was like, holy
Mm,
shit, this looks sick. So I thought like, okay, why not this could be like a project, like a, like a fun collection where people who just like DGOTs and medieval can, just vibe with the art. So that's the whole point. There was like nothing big, behind the scenes and stuff like that.
I mean, like, that makes sense. So like, just to summarize, it was not meant to grow as well as to where it did.
Yeah, like initially the thing was to launch like a fun collection, but down the road, like when I launched it and we got minted out, and I saw a lot of FUD, happening around me, saying that we are not a legit project, and
Mm,
I see my community getting hurt because of that. So I immediately pivoted to, like let's work on something new. And the
mm.
community is there, the people who like the art is there. So why not build something for the community? So here we are. We are devils now.
Okay. So yeah, hell yeah. And so basically, you, because we talked like a few times, right? Like, um
Yeah.
I've only experienced you talking extremely highly on medievals and on DGOTs, right? So, but like, I'm curious, what basically did you learn from DGOTs and medievals that you felt you could actually separate yourself with and offer something to like your own community?
Yeah. So I'm a big lover of the gods community as well as the art, and also medieval's community as well as the art, because Johnny and Caddy Apple are my like inspiration in this space. And if I could like do something similar to that, just similar to them, that would be awesome. That was my thought. So to differentiate, from gods and medievals, the devils basically like you can see the art difference in the art style. Obviously, it has some, like the touch of D-Gods, the touch of, the Candy, Johnny, and Scum all together because I've been growing with them since I've joined the space. So yeah, it's interesting to, to make sure the art doesn't resemble the D-Gods and medievals as well, but also have that essence like why D-Gods is great in the space, why the D-Gods art is actually considered great in the space. So that's the whole point.
Sure. I mean, so basically, with what you're saying is that like you on the one hand, like you're trying to just like doing your own thing, but like you're still like paying homage to what you consider what inspired you to begin your own journey to begin with.
Exactly, yes.
Fair, fair. I mean, like so, and this is kind of like what I'm seeing as well, right? And I think like it's actually quite interesting. Um, you're you're developing like your own style. You're developing like your own way of doing things, right? And still, I mean, like again, we're here for learning purposes, right? But I've had like people like literally reaching out to me, and they're like, well, they're kind of writing you off because you started out being a derivative, right? Like, in your own words, what do you think like those guys are missing? And basically, like, if you could like say something to those guys, what will you tell them?
Yeah, 100%. So it was never like, every art is derivative, in the world. Like there's a saying like of Albert Einstein saying that only 3% of the creative minds are like original. All the rest are like, kind of derivatives. So every art is like basically something inspired from something else. So the people who are like, saying that, this project is not gonna, like go up or go, something like that, it's like it all depends on who's launching this shit, right? Like if there is a genuine founder and if there's like a dope community, I think like the project can do wonders. And I think I'm confident in myself and I'm super confident on the community as well because they proved their point with the Devils. So we're gonna keep building, and if they want to join, they can join. But I just want to say this like in the beginning itself. I always love D-Gods, I always love medievals, and I love the community. So it would be super happy to have them, in our community as well. And they're all there in their community as well. So it's like, NFTs right now is like in a very different position right now. It's like
True.
either, like collaboration or, you go down together. Like collaboration is greater than competition.
Yeah, I mean, like I do kind of like agree with you there that like we can all still kind of win here, right? Like if you're gonna be if you're starting this being an extractor, like what would you be like extracting in the first place? Like that would just like make you slightly retarded because like there's not too much liquidity to extract to begin with,
Right.
right? um shall we just like go through the art itself?
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm super excited for this part.
Sure, let's go. By the way, shout out to Orvis. I mean, like Frank, quick question here.
Yeah.
Orvis, like and like not paid content or whatever, right? Like just like a word of caution, but like how do you regard like these new kind of a new player arising pretty much out of nothing?
Okay, so I've been seeing them for a while now, and I got connected
Yeah,
with the founder through Chronic King. Shout out to him. He's a legend. So they're doing some pretty cool stuff. And what Magic Eden is doing right now to the space and to the whole NFT ecosystem is like shit. So I think the new players are gonna step in and make some difference. So I'm super excited for this.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, I mean, like it's gonna be interesting, right? Um, I think like if done well, I mean like the market is right there for the taking,
Right.
right? I mean like, but you know what? Like, let's get to this part, right? Like probably like the most fun part, the art. I think like it's fair to say you can see like it's DGOTS and medieval inspired, but it's definitely a stand on its own kind of thing in my book, right? Um,
Right.
where like how did you balance basically like how do like can you take me through the process of like developing the art coming from like the derivative aspect?
Yeah, for sure. So we did a whole, like a sacrifice event where like people who had like many devils, let's say like if they had like two, they can burn one and upgrade one. So that the upgraded version looks similar to that, but with new base, new traits and everything, but also having the same essence. Like, for example, let's say if you see that Devil 330, you can check out the skin, you know, you can open that. Yeah, it's down there.
Mm,
Yeah, the
this
one.
one.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go.
So if you see there, this is the same heaven background, but it's not the same one. It's totally reimagined and it's totally redrawn. And you have that color, like there's some evil shit happening down there. You can see some green down there. That's like all purposefully done. And the cloth is different, and the eye trait is different. So just we're just giving the feel. That's it. But the traits are
No,
all
no,
different.
I mean like that's and I get that. I mean like it's a different NFT, right? But like I'm more so like I'm not trying to uh um I'm not trying to corner you here. Like I'm generally just like asking you like can you take me through like the creative process? Like how did you guys start out? Like at some point you were a derivative and then you were like okay like we're gonna regroup, we're going to like make all these new kind of uh, uh um traits itself, right? So for example this one, this does not look like a medieval or a DGOT at all, right? So I'm just wondering
Right.
like how did you guys, what's the processor, how did you get to create your own kind of art style?
Yeah, 100%. So the name Devils, like we got really inspired through like, in the 90s or 2K cartoons like Batman and Hellboy and stuff like that. In that, like you have like a strong
Mm.
jaw, right? Like it's a big
Oh hell
jaw.
yeah.
So we got that inspiration from there. And for the skins, for the clothes. So you see, I want to, like get inspiration from real life things which are happening around us. Like so the Stranger Things season 5 was coming out. So I thought like this cloth trait would be dope. The Hellfire cult trait is actually from the Stranger Things. And the skin is
Mm.
also inspired from different other cartoons which I've watched, you know, from my
Oh
young
nice.
age. Yeah,
Which
and
ones?
also the cigarette. No, it's like it's the same, like the Batman, Aladdin,
Oh nice.
Hellboy, and everything. And you try different color schemes. So basically, with all any collection you do, like for example, DGOTS or medievals, they're gonna try different color schemes, right? Which
Yeah.
makes them pop. So I thought like this golden, kind of a skull thing and a gray shade body would be dope. So that's the thing. Like even there's a game called Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
The second part, I think in that there's like a character something similar to this, but it would be like black and white. So I thought like gold and
Nice.
gray would be go.
I mean like I'm not gonna lie like uh that's one thing I really do find fascinating, like the way you guys implemented like this style of art, right? I think like this is some undead kind of a rock star, and I mean like
Right.
personally I do like the art style, if anything, for sure.
Yeah, this one's really dope. Like we did that dreads at the last minute, like because the dreads which I did before, I don't know, like people didn't like it, so we just remade it in the last minute.
Fair. I mean what are some of your favorite traits?
Um, Let me check. So for me, acid skin is like really dope.
Let's get there. Oh yeah, and it's quite rare as well. But like, to be honest, like you got like pretty much all thick skins are rare, right? Because there aren't too many. Uh, um, Shit. There aren't too many. Like there are like many different skins to begin with.
Yeah, like we can go one by one, but for me, when I was doing this whole, Devils thing, I think I
Yeah.
started it with like acid, and it really, stick with me.
Yeah, fair. I mean, like this one is definitely like quite amazing.
Yeah. I love how all the colors, go very well with the whole image
Oh
and
hell
the
yeah.
aura. Yeah, it's nice.
True. Like the art. Yeah, I mean, like like the art does stick out, right? And I think like if anything, like it does look like the uh um what's it called? It does look unique. Like it does look very like you can recognize it like being a devil at the end of the day.
Right. Yes. I
Right?
also like the ape skin. Like you can see really a clear difference from the god ape skin to our devil's ape skin. Like the details would be on point. Like,
That's I always like to just like go to from rare to common. I'm
oh
kind of a
yeah,
nerd
sure.
in these things. I mean,
So
all sorry.
I think then you should check out the Lost Alien skin.
Ooh, I'll tell you this much though. Like I'm into this one. I think like this one looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks like a like a Russian boxer or something.
True,
It's cool. Yeah.
true. Uh, let's see. What do you want me to alien?
Yeah, Lost Alien.
Mm,
It's down there. It's down there. Yeah. Above marble.
there you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's sick. I like it.
Yeah. It's a shame like there's no naked with the skin. But it's this is
True.
the this is a decent one. It shows
Yeah.
the alien. Yeah.
I mean, uh, fuck. We talked about. I mean, like this reminds me of Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Right.
A
Yes.
little bit.
Yes.
Nice. I mean, I think like this art looks like pretty dope. I do like the rock star kind of edge to these things though.
Yeah. If you check out that devil, I think the third one. Okay. No. No
Uh,
worries. Like we can check out something else.
this
Yeah.
one?
If you check out the third. Yeah. 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 You can see that hairstyle. It's actually inspired from Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. Because
Nice.
when I was doing the heart, like the whole Stranger Things, the fever was there. So I thought like I could add something. But yeah,
I think it looks cool. Yeah, man. And I mean like the layering seems to be like have gone all like quite well as well. So
yeah.
yeah, man. I just read that Yang won the one out of one. I mean, like this guy has been like collecting stuff like no tomorrow. Like you really see like a kind of a change in the guard, if you will, right? With new people stepping in, collectors stepping in, right? I think like you see so many people just yapping on we're dead, NFTs are finished, yada yada yada. But at the same time, like at these levels, it's quite obvious that you see a lot of these people really step in and actually start building their collections.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, let me just basically let's get to the gist of like the next part, right?
Right.
You just like alluded to your community, right? And well, tell me something about your community. I mean, like, what are they like?
Okay. So they're definitely dope. Like I've never seen a community like this before since ages. Like this is not the NFT times. Like, it's not the 2024 or 2022. But the community right now, which I have, I'm super grateful for. Like they're crazy motherfuckers. Like every single person in the community, I've been seeing them for like since 2022. I've been here since 2022 and I've seen them like, joining my community, and it's a really awesome feeling. And like there are like lots of whales and collectors in our community. That's the whole thing. Like it's not just, the traders. Like we got washed like crazy, but the whales and the collectors stepped in. People got crazy when they're seeing the new artwork, new sneak peeks, getting launched on every single day. And they saw the founders working hard, and so the community stepped in, and now we are devils now. So there are like a lot of cool community members like Dice Dreamer, Cy Williams, and like a lot and lot and lot of people like Solomonator. I can name everyone. Like they're all awesome, dude.
I mean, like I'm seeing like a lot of like names we're seeing in hacks, rogues,
Oh
medievals,
yes, yeah.
gods. I mean, you see like the same kind of names just like building upon their collection, etc., right? Which is just, in my opinion, which is kind of ballsy, right? Because like allegedly Solana is dead, and Solana NFTs are all kind of fucked for like forever, allegedly, right? Like that's what they're telling us.
hmm But I think like it's gonna be different like down the road. Like many people are trying to build stuffs which are super cool, right? Like
Yeah,
what we need is like cool founders who doesn't give up in this bear market. Like bear market is the time where you build your project. You don't have to launch it on the bull market when everything is at the peak and you get a lot of
yeah.
soul. And that's not it. Like if you're staying in the bear market and proving like you can build stuffs, you're like, destined for success, bro.
I think so too. I mean, like, fact is, like, the market is right there for the taken. Right here, right now, is when you actually, well, as you're collecting your digital collectibles, you're also on the counterpart, you're collecting hardcore individuals who have like a passion for collecting like online art, right? I mean, like,
Right.
this is when you would position yourself in order to make sure you're going to be set um, for the time when the what's it called, when the bull market gets there, right? I think yeah, I mean, like, the market is right there for the taking, and I'll tell you this much. I mean, like, we're not even an hour in, and we got like nearly 300 people like tuning in,
That's crazy. That's crazy. People are
isn't
tuning in for a derivative thing. Like that's crazy.
it? Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, but like, there's there's obviously still a lot of demand, right? Like, I'm talking to so many people. We're still interested in joining like these great communities, enjoying great art, having like this kind of feeling of belonging somewhere, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, bro. It's all
So
about, the community. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, having said that though, so here's my question to you, right? I mean, like, you guys, you kicked the door down with the mints, right? I think you had like a few things like going well for you. That's like you, well, you basically did your best like progressing from starting out as a derivative.
Right.
You basically collaborated with, I believe you collaborated with like Orbis as well, or am I mistaken on that?
Yeah, I think, yeah, like we talked with Orbis founder and
Yeah,
we are actually live on Orbis. Like you can trade on Orbis.
true.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I think like your community is like doing quite well, and you guys having minted out while there's like a shit ton of NFTs which have been minting for what, like 1.5 months or 2 months, and they're at 50%. Um, what did you think has like brought it to you to where you're here now? And apart from that, so like, right, that being one. Secondly, is like when this like post mint hype dies down, what do you expect to do with your community and what's the plan there?
Right. So for the first question which you asked, like, so the reason, like few mints are going like for many months is because of the supply, like right now we are in the time where like people doesn't need like 10K supply, you know. We
Sure.
we just have like 2,666. That's it. There's not gonna be any more devils, roaming around in Solana. So that's the sweet spot. Like we thought like the lesser the supply is, the more demand will be, and the more demand we create, I think the FOMO will kick in. So that's always the plan. So keeping the supply really low so that the collectors can collect and there's not like too much things happening around like in 2022 kind of times. Like you launch a 10K collection and in like 2-3 months you raise a lot of money and then you launch another 15K collection. That's not how it's gonna work right now. So that's one
Yeah,
thing.
I think like that's really pushing it, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
like if it works, like that's fine, but like uh it's gonna be hard to compete with like the blue chips at the end of the day, right? I mean, like fact is like we're not in a market where it's easy to compete with the likes of DGOTS, MATLABs, SMB, famous foxes, and like let's just like call it like it is. Like some of those brands are having like a harder time sustaining it like right here, right now. So how do you basically you need to basically have like really aggressive customer acquisition in order to get there, right?
right. Yes, like it's all gonna be the community. Like to be honest, like most of the projects which they do in the initial stages, like many investors whales were there and they slowly get down, like that's what happened with DGOTS. Like the history is crazy with DGOTS, but I'm not gonna
Oh
go
no, yeah.
deep on that. But the thing is like right now the NFT space doesn't have like that much liquidity, that much whales, which were there before, in 2022, 24 times. So what we're gonna do is like we're gonna keep pushing, like we're gonna try to, create new experiences for the people who are there already. And those people who experience those stuffs, who will enjoy that, and they're gonna start talking about it all over the social media. And then we attract new customers or new collectors. So the whole community, this is like a whole, team, like all the community members right there with me are all my team members, to be honest. Like, so it's not just like a one-man job anymore. So we're all gonna be moving together. We're all gonna be, sticking together, and then we move.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so but basically that's one part, right? But like there's gonna be like I've seen like quite a few launches this year. There's
Mhm.
always like some kind of a cycle to where in the beginning like people are like really uh interested, right? Like the it's like smoking hot, you just went live, etc etc. Afterwards there's going to be, sooner or later there will be like some, I mean, like you were molded in FUD, let's just call it like it is, you started out with FUD, but like there will also be like some times of like internal FUD, right? To where maybe your decisions are questioned, or to where like you get like basically like the drift. So basically what I'm asking is like how do you make sure that there's like a engine running to where like people will be entertained on like the longer period, right? What do I mean by that is like, for example, with you have Solana Strays to where they actually help what's it called, like stray animals in need, right? You have like medievals to where they have like the burn events. You have hacks to where there's utility and art upgrades. There you have rogues to where like they also always like look to basically blend in new things as they go. So my question to you is like, do you already have like a plan as for like the community bonding and like things to look forward to?
Yes, of course. Like we just released our roadmap like I think like 22 hours ago, I guess. Like I think it's available on Twitter. Like if you can just click and see that, I can actually explain it to you.
Sure. Let me just get to it because like I was busy talking shit on Magic Eden.
Oh, no
Uh
worries.
yeah.
No worries. Be good. Be
That
good. Be
you
good.
oh no, like it's okay. I'll put it up right here right now.
Yep. Like so, this is the season one roadmap. So if you can zoom in a little bit from the top to the bottom, I can explain, bro.
Wait, I can. There we go.
So yeah, so for sure. So basically, what you're seeing right now, like you see the skull where the volcanic lava is coming out. So that's actually a Midgard. Like there's an there's a trait called Midgard in the backgrounds of devils. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, what happened is like the devils got burnt and got sacrificed, and the whole new devils which are sacrificed are gonna come to the new world called Midgard, which is basically the earth. Like they're coming from the hell. So they find a new place. It's all about the lore. So they find a new place and they build their
Mm-hmm.
own thing. So you see, if you can zoom in a little bit, I've actually, yeah, on the left, there's like a crystals on diamonds down there, like colored a little bit on the Solana color scheme. But yeah, that's gonna be, yeah, so that's gonna be something related to staking and something you're gonna collect where you're gonna, use it for the things which you're gonna build, down the road. Like it's not like too far. This roadmap is gonna be just for like 3, 4 months. Like, so yeah, I'll explain more. Can you go a little bit right, bro? Yeah, cool. So there is something on the skull. So the skull, you can see the eyes, which has some light in it. So let's just
This
say the
one?
skull, yeah, let's just say the skull is called Eternal Flame, thing. So if you can go down a little bit, bro. Yeah, there is something. Okay, cool. So there is something which is super interesting, which I'm gonna do, and I'm super excited about is that this skull is gonna be something. The Eternal Flame is gonna be something. So that you can figure it out. Like it's
Okay,
super easy. It's not that, like too much. So
sure.
yeah, can you go
I'm,
down a
I'm,
bit?
I'm just gonna say it because like I had like I had like a message like earlier, basically someone who basically said like, oh, Midgard, it's see like it's medievals related. Like
Oh
to
shit.
anyone, yeah, guys, like it's Norse mythology.
Exactly. I mean,
Uh,
like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, even medievals is inspired from something, right? Like, so, I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's a really good way. Like, everything is inspired from something. The Midgard sentence is definitely not inspired from medievals. It's just that, they used to call Earth the Midgard. Like, it's a Norse mythology thing. Yeah, of course. Like,
yeah.
the people who played God of War 4, 5, they would
Oh
know it.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Real ones know. Also, like real ones know that actually, like God of War 1, 2, 3 was actually better than God of War 4.
Of course, 100%. I'm super excited for the remake.
Oh, there's gonna be a remake.
Yeah, yeah, there's gonna be a whole new remake for God of War 1, 2, 3. which is
Oh,
gonna be
nice.
looking like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, I prefer like angry Kratos over like Zen Kratos any day of the week. To be honest with you.
That's true. Like, yeah.
True. I mean,
So,
can you like say something about like these things again, as well?
okay. Yeah, of course. Like, so there's a like a play arena. So that's where like you are gonna play and it's gonna be gamified. Like, it's gonna be a fun experience. I'm not gonna say too much, but there is
Hmm.
something where you can interact and can win stuffs. So that's the whole point. Like, it's gonna be like for me, the whole point is to like give back to the community, right? That's the whole thing. Like you're gonna play games, you're gonna win some stuff, you're gonna lose some stuff, but everyone are gonna win at one point. So that's the whole thing. So can you
Hmm.
go a little bit right?
Sure. Let me know if you'd like
So
me to zoom out. There you go.
yeah, this one's good. So this is a homage for the sacrifice devils, so the thing is like the DEVILS collection, right? The derivative collection which we made, like almost 91% of the collection interacted with our sacrifice website. So that's how like we got all the OGs and all the whales, getting interacted. Like almost like 91% of the collection interacted. That's like super crazy for like a burning event. So
True.
yeah.
That's not.
So if you can go up a bit. Okay, there is like a devil shop right there.
Yeah.
So if you see in the left, there's like a devil shop and there's a sword right there. So I'm
Hmm.
not gonna talk too much on the sword, but the devil shop, right? So we definitely, we would love to have our IP expanded through merchandise and other stuff. So I'm talking to one of the founder who's like gonna launch a project very soon. So
Hmm.
he's really good at merch. So I'm talking with him and we're gonna see how we gonna roll with it and stuff. So yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, nice. So yeah, that's just the trap house on the top. So that's just the trap house, and there is some statue right there that's gonna give some hint about what the skeleton is and everything. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Well,
Interesting.
can you go to the right, brother? Get down there. Okay, so this is like an entrance to the next area, like in the next place. So this is like a gateway. So we
Hmm.
gave a question mark to what's coming next. So I've I'll be honest, like I'm not saying like I've figured out like everything on what's gonna come next, but I have a vision like what could be next and what could be cool. So that's why I put
Sure.
it for a reason. So there's something. Yeah.
And also, like, I think like this is the part of NFTs, right? Like, it's something which is ever evolving, right? This is, I mean, like, obviously, you need to like continue to like grow the brand, etc., etc. But like in a ecosystem which is so hectic, which can basically change like on a daily basis, I do think it's fair to say like, hey, we're working on something, but like at the same time, keeping an open mind on like what that might be look like in the future, right? You might have like some internal gigs with your community, which is would take off, for example, and people would run with it, where you would like to build upon at a later stage.
Right. Exactly. That's the whole point. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, like that's interesting. Um, what what's the throne on uh like this is the portal, like did we just like enter through this portal, or like did we enter through like this peak?
Okay. I didn't want to say this, but that's
I
something
mean,
different. Like you can see the
sure.
colors, like that colors
Yeah,
resemble something. That colors
yeah,
resemble
true.
something with our lore. So
Okay.
yeah, you never know. You never know. What if like devils go to space? They have a portal. You never know.
I mean, uh, off topic question, but like, did you play World of Warcraft at some point?
Yeah,
I mean,
a very
like,
little bit. It's
real
been a
ones
while.
know.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It looks like the Dark Portal looks good.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, interesting for sure. Man, like, I will tell you this, like, it's interesting to like learn about you guys in this way for sure, right? And I think like it's really um you guys kick the door down in a way that some people like it, other people don't, and I'm sure you're always gonna have like haters and lovers, for like lack of better term. um but like I do think that like you guys like, how to put this, it's interesting to see how like something which just like started off with a derivative actually can get you guys here, right?
Right. Yeah. It's crazy. Like the main reason why we are here is that the community support. Like from
Mm,
day one, the community has been super supportive. Even though like I've been seeing a lot of FUD happening around me, and I read some stuffs and I get upset a little bit. Like so, but it's part of the game. Like you just ignore the
sure.
noise and you just work on it, and you can do things in the right way. So that's why we are here. The community definitely, huge shout out to the community of Devils. I really owe you guys.
I mean, like that's part of life, man. Like you're always gonna have people who wanna, as long as you're being like, as long as you're not being a cunt, or you're trying to extract, or you're doing things which would basically make others like actually like less in whatever way, shape, or form, you just got to do you and just like develop like your own style, continue ahead, and like see where this journey is taking you, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So Frank, like what's something with Devils which basically did not work out. So, like, what are some of the things you tried which did not resonate with like either the art or like the community? Like, what basically what I'm asking is like, what are some of like the struggles you've witnessed which set you back a little bit in this process?
Yeah. So definitely the traits, like, because the reason is that we have to maintain some level of, a resemblance or some level of inspiration from the, DGOTs and medievals, because we are upgrading the art for the OG holders of DEVILS. And it's going
Hmm.
to be a new base, it's going to be a new skin and everything, but it should have some resemblance. If you can open, some art, like if you can open, I can definitely explain it to you. But yeah,
Sure.
that's the biggest thing. Like you have to still stick on to something related to DGOTs and medievals. So, but I made sure like 95 percentage we move away, like, but some sort of like homage to the, the traits are being done. So for example, let's take, yeah, the Dead Inside. You can open the Dead Inside t-shirt on the left.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So this is actually the trait of the, I think the D Gods has this trait called Google, something like a Google t-shirt. So but I
Gugat.
told, yeah, exactly. So I totally, changed it. I made it in my own style, but it's totally a different trait, different name, but the t-shirt is same. Like it's the same t-shirt, it's a white t-shirt. So yeah.
And so, how did like what was challenging in that?
Because I wanted to, do completely different traits. Like the
Mm,
community might, like some members would have bought like for a specific trait, like specific combinations. But if I just screw up, like, okay, let's not do this, like white t-shirts. Let's just do like some red t-shirt, and it doesn't go well with some skins. And the
uh,
members are gonna go like crazy. They're gonna say like, fuck it, I'm dumping this shit. So
yeah,
it
okay.
happens. I've just seen that. So I had to make sure like there's something.
I mean, like that's interesting, right? I mean, like that's the I would reckon like the part not too many people will be speaking on, because like everyone, I mean, like this is the down. I guess like this is like the downside, like starting as a derivative to where
Yeah.
you don't have like the creation you might have preferred you had, like if you would have done things like in a different way.
Right. That's true. That's true. But definitely, we have plans down the road, like where every single trait can be leveled up, and it's gonna be fun, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I've said to you as well, like
Yeah.
how you train your barbarians, how you train your wizards, like in Clash of Clans. So it's gonna be something like that. So you can say like, I'm not gonna put the word training because it's been done by medievals, but we're gonna do it in a different way, but it's gonna be a leveling up. So that's the whole point, where you can actually see these same traits in a different variations, but each time you level up, the art is gonna level up. So I'm gonna make sure of that.
Mm,
So that's the thing.
nice. Nice. I mean, so basically what you're alluding to is that you will have like several, not really several seasons, but several seasons, if that makes sense.
For now, it's just gonna be season one, but for the season one, it's gonna be few levels, right? Like it's gonna be taking some time to do the art and also do some games and do some merch and like everything. So it's gonna be taking some time. So in the meantime, we're gonna make every community member interactive with our ecosystem. So that's the whole
Mm,
idea. So if we finish the season, like you see, right, like every single game, the season two PUBG or season two Call of Duty is coming up next, something like that. So we're gonna do the same road.
nice.
Shit,
I
this
mean,
one's
like,
nice.
yeah, I was just looking at another one which I really like. Let me see. By the way, like the I messaged you on like the one out of one dragon, right? Like, what's the story with that? Is that just art, or is it, because I don't see it on chain?
Oh yes. So actually, we actually gave it away to one of the community members who won it through a game during
Yeah.
like a minting. So we're gonna upload it on chain, like how I'm gonna upload your 101 on chain and
Ah.
give it to you.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
that was crazy, the fact that like you created like one out of one.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk about like the meaning of the specifics, but like
yeah.
the specifics, like they're quite fucking cool, not gonna lie. Like it really resonates with like my DGOTS profile picture. Looks sick.
Wow. Yeah, thanks, man. But yeah, like
And
imagine like Cat Guy is in our, Devil's ecosystem. So I'm gonna keep doing this one-on-ones for all the big people, in the space. It's not about just big people, also all the people like who are interested, who's gonna show up every single day for the Devil's community. So it's
mm,
gonna be a fun experience. Yeah,
I mean, and I think like people will appreciate that, right? I think like this is like the cool part about like bear markets, is that you might actually have like time for that on the one hand, but like also like it could like result in more retention.
right, exactly. People love to get something special for them, right? Like they really
Hell yeah.
do. And the people are who are getting those special things are not just like normal people. They're just working for the space for the better good. So they really need to be appreciated. So we're gonna
Oh
do
hell
that.
yeah. I mean, like I think it's fair to say that like whoever you can like trap, for lack of better term, um right here right now, I mean, like this is when you basically lock in your hardcore community, and like the more like of a hardcore community you seem together, the easier it will be to grow during a bull market, right?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like man, I'm not gonna lie, um I do like the art. Anyone who feels like fumbling a bag or wants to trade something, send me a DM, because I do like it. I do like the art here. Um, so yeah. On to the next one, man. Like okay, I'm not like trying to corner you, right?
All right.
I'm just a genuine question. Like, let's say in like 2 years from now, how are you gonna make sure that right now the talk is like pretty much like you guys went live. Um, People feel some kind of a way about the art, and you started as like a derivative. How are you going to make sure within like 2 years from now, people will just like remember you or like um, position you guys for like being a player within the space more so than being a derivative? Like, what's the strategy there?
Like, so in crypto times, like it moves super fast, bro. Like we're gonna keep delivering, and
Mm,
people, the crypto space itself moves so fast. Like people are gonna see just the devils down the road, and we're gonna make sure like they don't see the derivative tag coming with us. So
nice.
that's why like I'm super open to, like I've talked to a few guys who, thought like we shouldn't have like started off with a derivative, and we could have been in a very good position if we just started off like as a OG project, like the devils instead. So I said
I
like,
mean, like,
man, whatever it's done, it's done. We can't
yeah,
change it right now, but
sure.
we have really good intentions. We are a good team. We have a good
Yeah.
community. And for me, to be honest, like I never want my community to be affected because of me. So it's just that I'm gonna say this openly. I love medievals. I love gods, and I'm super happy to share my royalties for like at least 2 week royalties from devils to medievals and gods. I can directly send it to pasta or candy. They can do whatever they want. I can send some to devils as well as a token of gesture. But yeah, what can I
I
do
mean,
anymore?
I mean, like, you know what? Like, I'm just being real. Like, I would have never said that myself, but like, I mean, like, that's putting like quite like the. I mean, like, those are some harsh words, man. Like, oh, I mean, like, that's a crazy offer. Not gonna lie.
I mean, we're devils, bro. Like we like to be harsh, but we are true,
Yeah, there
right?
you
Like
go.
Like we just wanted to give back. Like we gave back. Like in the Devils thing, we gave, a D God, giveaway. Now we did a Mad Lad giveaway, and it's
Hmm.
all new people. Like we wanted to do cool stuff with other projects as well. And as an overall ecosystem, everyone sticking together is something really, really needed right now. Like we can't just fight like, okay, this is not good, this is bad. It's not gonna work out. Like every single member who are there in that project are gonna come to this project. So yeah,
I mean, like, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we're nearly 400 people strong, man. Like, in a chat, kind of nuts. I mean, quite the
right.
numbers. Um, Also, like for anyone interested, right? Like, Frank Devils is gonna give away two Devils in not too long. At the end of this broadcast, we're gonna do it. Um, so bear with us, folks. But like, I think like the intel. I mean, like, I'm not the one winning the devil, so like, who am I kidding? But like, to be honest with you, like, I think like the learning more about like you guys as a journey, thinking where there are like steps where you can like improve, and basically the will. I mean, like, this is what you're telling me, right? Like, it's gonna be like a long journey, and you guys will improve as you go. I think like those are the right kind of answers, as long as you just like continue that way, right?
Yeah, right. Like I really, really think like the derivative thing is over. Like the space has matured. Like back in those days, the derivative when they're launching it, all the people who are complaining right now are all the people who got affected by those derivatives. So we can't blame like any single person. So
Sure.
I totally get it. So that's why I'm pivoted to, doing the OG project, like doing the real art. So we are here now, and we're gonna keep pushing.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, like, as long as you are just gonna like maintain like doing these things, I think like the sky really is the limit, right? Like,
True.
um, so question here, like, we're talking about like futures perspectives. Um, what do you think um that like what are the things you're doing right now, right? Like how do you think like those will uh uh what's the right word, let's say like 2 year ahead, like what do you think by then, right? Like we're saying that you guys will like stray off totally from being a derivative. What will you guys be remembered for then? Like how will people look at you guys if you were to guess like in a few years from now?
So I'll be honest, like there are like a lot of community, like OG communities who have proved their point in the space. But if I could, this is me as a fanboy, to be honest. Like if I could achieve like something what D gods could achieve, I would be fucking happy, to be honest.
Mm,
Like, yeah, bro, I'm a pro D god. Like I love D gods, you know.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you. So basically, you want to like be on the train as like the creating hype, getting people excited, like the things to look forward to, etc., etc.
Of course, but to be like, I will add one more thing. Like, DGOTS didn't just, put the hype thing and everything. They made sure like every single OG people who minted and bought in early made a lot of back. Like that's a
Mm,
big thing. Like there is a whole history where like most of the people from DGOTS have made a huge bag by just holding the DGOT through Dusties, getting a free youth airdrop and everything. So all the people who are met from DGOT community, most of them are OGs. So they've made a lot of money through DGOTs. So yeah, right now the DGOT floor may be down or it's the right price. I don't know. Like the market is different right now, but DGOTs are gonna be DGOTs. So I'm super hyped for
yeah,
them as well.
I think like the DGOTs people definitely have like the uh, um, they have like the kind of status in the market. Like, well, I mean, a lot of people feel some way about them, right? If you're asking about like Frank Degots, people either love him, people hate him, like very little in between. But like people care, right? And yeah, I think like with Degots, like more specifically, it's interesting because like you see just like people collecting for the sake of collecting. Um, so yeah, I think like those like the mind share that DGOTS has definitely makes it to where they are quote unquote lucky because like if Solana NFTs will be performing well, more than likely DGOTS will be performing at the very least average to what the Solana NFTs are doing, right? And honestly, this is just my take, but I think like DGOTS will be performing extremely well because like with all of the FUD, with like so many people uh crying on the timeline, being angry at Frank, yada yada yada. Whatever goes up must come down, and whatever comes down must go up as well, right? So like I think like those guys are absolutely primed for some fireworks as well.
Yes, I can't wait to see the comeback of DGOTs.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm just gonna be real. I cannot wait for like the team to just like step on the gas. I think like the market is right there for the taking. Like Frank, did you know that the volume is always like either like the second or third biggest in like Solana NFTs,
Yeah, I do know that. It's crazy. Like
right?
I don't know if that's like any bots or some shit, but the volume is there and people are like most of the people who I saw like few years back are getting the DGOTs right now because they can
Yeah,
get it right now. So they're
yeah,
gonna be like hardcore believers on DGOTs. So yeah, fun times ahead.
for sure. I mean, like if you're talking about like a cult like following, right? I think like it's interesting because basically I think and then I'll close it off on Digos, right? But like if you're looking at um Matlats right now, right? You
Right.
see that Armani is really getting like the Frank Digots kind of treatment, right? To where there's like a lot of anger pointed at him.
Right. So
And
yeah,
I
that
do think sorry.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
And I do think that basically the advantage that DGOTS has right here, right now, that it's blessed with a community who stick with the product afterwards as well, right? So like we're well within like the post Frank era, and to an extent to where like you see all of these new collectors and old collectors and people just not caring really for the hype for what's next, but like just collecting for like the sake of collecting.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like if you attach some product or something with your project, it's gonna affect the whole thing. Like now DGOT doesn't have like a proper product or something to attach with DGOT. And Frank is not there to attach with DGOT. So no one's expecting something from Frank or some product to be
Yeah,
launched or something like that. So it's about the whole community coming together for the art and for the community and for the vibes. So yeah.
true, true. Um, okay, I mean, we talked about this like before we were gonna go live. I'm not gonna ask you about like anything, but like you are on ducks, ducks, no, on ducks, shit. Doxing, the part of doxing, right? Like what are ducks, undocs? Like it's a little late for me. Um, can you like tell me about like your strategy there? Like what? And again, like I'm not gonna. I believe in anonymity, right? Like I'm wearing a fucking cat mask and glasses and a beanie, right? In spring, right? So, but like, what is basically like your strategy with like the doxing, undoxing thing?
Yeah, sure. Like, I want to play like Frank for a bit, but definitely down the road, like once I make this project fucking huge, I'll definitely
Mm,
dox. Yeah, that's my goal.
okay, fair. So, do you have like any time? So, like to quantify that, right? Like, how would you quantify that?
You mean like the timeline, like when it's gonna go like super high?
No, I mean more so like, when would you believe it would be high enough, or would that be a kind of a time kind of thing, or would that be more so as a floor price kind of thing, or would that more so be, let's say, like a kind of market cap kind of thing, or like rank order within like other um all NFT project? What can you tell us about that?
Right. First and foremost, like I need to make sure that nothing like derivative things attached to this project, and we have already achieved a lot of good shit on the
Yeah.
space, and release a lot of stuffs, make the community happy and everything. And when I feel it's right and when I feel it's necessary, I'll definitely do it. But until then, it's always your Frank Devils. I wish I was T-Card. Fuck.
What's that?
I wish I was Frank Degard. I was gonna say Frank Degard, but no, I'm Frank Devils.
I mean, one day, man, one day. Like, I hear you though. Well, I mean, like, best luck to you, man. Best luck to
I
you
appreciate
on
it,
that
man.
one.
I appreciate it, bro.
So here's like another part though. Like, do you think like there's, because like I'm just gonna be like transparent here. I do think with not it's inherently it's some kind of a risk, right? Like as like especially like you guys, you've minted out, but like especially when still minting, doing like due diligence at like projects, right? Like if you know who the founding team is, it basically can mitigate risk from like the investing point of view. So for example, right, like that was like a big part of like why I went into like medievals back in the day, because I saw like Kenny Apple and Johnny D got his track record with medievals and DGOTS, right? So like that's basically why I like that. Now, like on the other hand, though, like are you experiencing like some kind of a advantage to in whatever way, shape, or form because you're a Dux?
Yeah, because I'm undoxed, like I can do a lot of cool shit. If I like, yeah, that's you're right on point, bro. Like, since I'm undoxed, I can do a lot of cool shit. And bro, like I've been drugged by multiple people who are doxed in the space. Not gonna lie. I've been drugged multiple times by multiple people who are doxed. So
Mm.
it's not about the point of you're doxed or not, but people can feel your energy right there. Like people are
Oh yeah.
not dumb in the space. Like people are not dumb in the space. They can literally feel that their energy, and if they feel it's sus, they're not gonna invest. So that's the whole thing. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And I do believe like well, I mean like the consistency is key, right?
exactly.
Uh
Yeah.
I think like at the end of the day, if you're getting on like these kind of interviews as we're having like right here right now, um people can potentially like respect like the fact that you prefer privacy right here right now or whatever. I mean like at the end of the day, like to each their own, and there's really no right and wrong, but equally like there's no right and wrong in with people being like, well, you know what, like I actually prefer the founder to be doxed or undoxed, or I don't care, whatever, right? It's just like interesting food for thought, really.
Right. It totally depends on everyone. Like, Frank was not doxxed for like I think like 1.5 years or 2 years or something. But
True.
when he doxed, yeah, it was like crazy. I was there. Like I was literally seeing him getting doxed by multiple people from different accounts, and finally he himself doxed. So yeah, it's crazy. So he proved his
True.
point, like, before doxing, like he made sure like D gods were on top, and that's why there's a reason why I named myself Frank.
I mean, like, if you ask me, like, Frank is absolutely goaded. Probably one of like the best marketeers out there, right? Like, that's just. I mean, like, let's just say it like it is. Like, we probably wouldn't be sitting here without him. I would love to have him on one day. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, true. I totally agree. Like Frank was so goated. But the thing is, like, it's not just about like Frank's fault, to be honest. Like, there was a lot going on. So, yeah,
But you know what? Like that's one part, but like there's also like another part, right? To where you're just like in these kind of market cycles, right? Like let's put it like this. Um as long as people are making money, they're not gonna yap, right? But like from the
right.
moment people are starting to lose money, that's when the anger gets like pointed to them, or like that's when Frank catches strays, right? Like let's just call it like it is. For example, Matt Latz right here right now. First of all, I do get the point from Matt Latz people to where they feel like, hey, well, $200 off an airdrop is not kind of what was alluded to like earlier. But then on the other hand, right, if you're a DGOTS holder, you're not getting any airdrops, right? Like same with like many other ones, right? So at the end of the day, in my opinion, like everything moves in cycles, and it's just about like the market psychology there.
Yeah, that's true. Like, the Mad Lads was a different story. Like, they were generating a lot of revenue through Backpack and also through royalties of, the Mad Lads. And people were expecting too much, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
whatever happens in the space, and when they get disappointed, it's just because they are expecting too much. Expectation always kills. So, you
it's
know,
true.
I think the space is maturing. I think people are realizing it. Like, we're not gonna go like Bored Ape Yacht Club, like 1 million per NFT times. But it's actually good though. Like, this is where like the sweet spot where many collectors or many people who like art are gonna come in, buy that, and be a part of a community.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, like at the end of the day, right? I think like Solana is just like an amazing community of people who like this. I do get the part with the what's it called? Like there's less liquidity on Solana than on Ethereum, but like it
Right.
could also just like be an opportunity, right? Like the liquidity might return. I think like the product itself is way better on Solana than on Ethereum. I mean, like I just don't like the user experience for on Ethereum. I mean, like that's just me. It is what it is.
Yeah, same dude. Like I started from Solana, so I'm sticking with Solana. This is my home.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So basically, um, levels, right? Like in, let's say, with, I mean, you know what? Hypothetically, let's say like we're in the bull market, right? Let's say like within the bull market, you have like all the opportunity to basically grow, right? Um, how do you see yourself like within like the Solana ecosystem? Like what's the lane you're trying to own? Like are you like are you what is the goal there, right? Like are you telling yourself like, hey, like we want to be like a top 10 blue chip, or do you want to be like really specific on like certain kind of goals, as in investing, or more so like the community building? Do you want to be like known for the art? Like how do you see yourself within like the Solana NFT ecosystem at the top of the bull market?
Right. So we're gonna keep continuing doing the art and making sure like we attract more community members by seeing the art. But we're just not gonna stop with just artwork. Like we have a lot of, community interaction, interactive games, stuff like that coming up. But I really want to make sure like we have something like a platform where we can generate more revenue, not just with the community, but also with other users, the whole Solana space. So that's really something really interesting to me. Like a business which has like proper revenue flow, that's it. That's the way to go. Like most of the projects doesn't have that. They just keep depending on the royalties, right? Or some merch shops and
Mm,
stuff like that. But if you have something built and if you can bring in revenue and with the same revenue you can give back to your community as well, and which can increase your revenue down the road, that could be fantastic. So that's where my mind is at, and I'm gonna keep, working on it. So I think like I'm gonna make sure like we're gonna land up or make something like a platform where it can create revenue for us and also benefit the community members and also the people who are using it. So yeah.
is there like any is there like any way you can be more specific there, or like nothing concrete just yet?
I have few ideas, but if I say something, they're gonna keep speculating more and they're just gonna come at me. So I'm not gonna say about this right now. It's not the right time because we just like got minted out. We just like in
Sure.
24 hours. So yeah,
True.
down the road,
True.
definitely. Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy, right? Like because like dude, like I'm just saying it like it is. At first I was like a little bit like, oh, um I know, like I was like a little bit in awe, right? Like earlier we had like the discussion on like, hey, happy to have you guys on. But like during a mint is like super sketchy, right? Because like again, like there are like other projects which have been in a like 2 month old mint, which is just like so devastating, right? And like that's what, like I need to keep an open mind on these things, but like that's definitely like where I'm gonna draw a line for myself, is that like I don't want to basically uh give like people exposure to like something which is where their funds might be stuck in a mint at the end of the day.
Right. That's true though. That's true. So I was not even pushing too. Like we had
I
few
know.
chats. Yeah, so I totally agreed with you. Like like once we mint out, we'll see how it goes, and then if we're good, we can definitely have a chat. So here we are.
But you know what? I mean, like to be fair though, like we did, because like the mint actually that progressed quite well, right? Like you were
Yeah.
what, like 4 days in, you minted out for over 50%.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, that's something like at the same time, like, if let's put it this way, I'm open to have like these kind of conversations. I'm happy to have you, right? Um, but at the same time, I'd rather have it to where I'm like at the less like 80, 90% rather than like the the 40, 50% mark, because like who knows what kind of worms that might open in like the future, right?
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. Like we actually got minted out when we finalized our schedule, you know. So it's crazy. Like we minted out the exact same time when Orbis was launching. So shout out to Orbis as
True.
well. So it's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was special for sure. So like just like question on that. I have like a twofold question yet again. So what is your opinion about like projects who spent like a lot of funds on basically giving rewards to like people who mint, right? Like, so I'm not talking about like giving away like an NFT here and there, but like seriously making like a part of the value proposition, like, hey, like if this is gonna happen, we're gonna give out like this many NFTs. If this is gonna happen, we're gonna give out that many NFTs, right? Because like as a consumer, I question like, hey, like, are you just like gonna blow away your mint funds on NFTs? What's gonna happen to those funds? Or like, what are you like? Don't you need the mint funds for like future expenses and like expansion?
So yeah, so then we announced our Mad Lad giveaway as well, right? Like we thought like, you know, giving away something for the OG people who are minting, who are supporting us would be an awesome thing to do.
Sure.
So one of my close friends said that don't do that again, right? So it made sense. Like, why do you want to give away for just like one person, which was worth like 700 or $800? So you can do that and you can do a lot with that, right? So
Hmm.
then I realized like, okay, that's not the way where I should go. But some
Sure.
people are doing it, some projects are doing it, and some people are loving it. You know, that's a different part of the game. Like it's fun. Like imagine like you're gonna mint like around like 50 to 100 and you mint something around like 77 number and you win a Mad Lad. So it's part of a gamblifying game thing. But yeah, some people like it, some people doesn't. But if you see a bigger picture, you're obviously using a lot of mint funds through the giveaways. But most of the mint funds, it totally depends on the founder, bro. Like the founder has to take care of it and see what's good and what's bad with the mint funds. And yeah, it's a really big question though. But yeah, I'll keep it that
Do
way.
you think it's a good idea?
Okay, so really tough question, but a really tough question.
I mean, like,
I
I
don't think
need to
so.
like also
I don't
like
think so.
we're gonna need to like throw some people under the bus here, right? Like, it's part of
Yeah,
life.
I mean, see, that's the thing. Like everyone need to coexist, right? Like if I just say something and people are gonna think like, okay, he's talking about this project or that project, like I want to see like make sure like we all can coexist. But from my point of view, as a member or as a founder, I think using too much funds for giveaways is not a really good idea. Like I would rather spend that money on building some platform where that can make more revenue, and through that revenue, you can give back to your community. So,
Hell yeah. I mean, like, I don't mind like talking shit at the end of the day. I think it's a horrible idea. Like, I'm just gonna
right.
say it for what it is. I think like you can entice people, right? I think you can like spend it on like a little bit of marketing here and there. But at the end of the day, um, it's like other people's funds you're using to basically just basically buy more NFTs to make people buy more. I mean, like, I think it's fair. I mean, like, you could also just make sure that you're buying your own NFT, you're burning half, and then you're kind of done there too, right? Like, that's another strategy there.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, people can do it differently, but it is what it
Sure.
is. Like some people definitely are loving it, not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I'm just, I've been looking at like some collections though, which are minting, and like sometimes I'm just like really scared. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, hey, like, I'm seeing like this has been stuck for a little bit. Like sometimes I've seen, and like that's why I'm actually like quite happy that you guys like minted out like rather fast. If like people their liquidity has been locked for like weeks and months, um I would just like be honestly kind of scared shitless to see what it's going to be like when like the liquidity gets released, right? And like again, as you said, I hope like everyone is gonna do well. But then we would need to see how are you going to amplify the odds of them doing well.
Right. True. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, like, dude, I think like Frank, I'll tell you this much. Is there like before like because I think like we're closer to the end than to the beginning, right? Um,
Right.
before we get to the giveaway, right? Are there like any kind of closing thoughts like you would have on your side? Like, are there any things you would basically like to leave the audience with?
For sure. Like, so I want to thank like every single person watching this and supporting Cat Guy and me. You know, we've been facing a lot of, struggles since day one, but we're still standing here and trying to make NFTs great and better as well. So we moved from derivatives to an OG project. Like we made the first step and we proved that, and we made sure that derivatives are not the way anymore. And we respect that. We respect the collector's perspective, and that's why we made this decision. So so down the road, we are setting an example for other people who are thinking like derivatives could be the way, but it's not. Like the sentiment is different, the times are different. So I think we made the right choice, but we still get that, kind of FUD still. But yeah, I'm here for it. And I want to make sure like I want my FUDders or haters turn to fans through my work, through my, consistency. So I'm super hyped for the Devils and definitely check out our project. And shout out to Cat Guy for having us in this live stream. And super awesome, man. You really did a good job.
I appreciate it, man. Well, I mean, like, first of all, thank you for being here, right? Because like I did tell you on beforehand, like I'm gonna have like some tough questions for you as well, because like I think it's fair. But like I also believe that like if you're gonna like embrace like those tougher questions, it basically gives you a you can grow from those things, right? And I think like I mean like dude, like we have literally on Twitter we have like 499. Like in total we're over 500 people tuning in like through Twitch and YouTube, etc. Kick as well. I think like this is an opportunity to also like basically, hey, like if you're, you know what, like if people think you're just a derivative, then they've been able to make up their mind. If people think to themselves like, well, you know what, like I kind of feel like these guys grew from a derivative to a next kind of sweet spot, then I think like this exposure is like equally good, right? I think like that's at the end of the day. I asked you guys because I think the whole mission of growing and basically ascending from a derivative to somewhere to where I believe this is just like cool art. I really believe so, right? But like I also believe that like there was some shit you guys needed to figure out, right? Like how are you gonna entice your community? How are you gonna deal with that? And I think like that's really interesting. And I think like it's really for people to decide for themselves, like, hey, what is the angle? Like, do we like this project? Do we dislike this project? But that's kind of for NFTs for you. Like some people, like there's some NFTs I dislike, which other people like, right? And I think not only NFTs, but just in life, really.
Right. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. Like you're being like, I think like we launched that derivative project 4 months ago, and now we are here with our
Yeah,
own project. So yeah,
yeah,
it's really a really good progress
yeah,
from
man.
where we are from to where we are at. And I'm super excited for the next steps and how we're gonna make sure like the community is gonna feel so happy. And with that, many people are gonna come and rock with us. Like, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, like this is probably like the most fun part, right? Like, dude, let's get to the giveaway part.
Oh yeah, sure.
Um,
Before that, this eye trade is one of my favorite eye trades. Like, you just show me one eye trade like this on Solana NFTs. I'm I'll wait.
yeah, it goes pretty fucking hard. Not gonna lie, Sin is in.
Yeah.
I like it. Like I think like the hat trait looks like quite cool as well, like with the bloodied feathers, etc.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, like it. What can I say? Like I like this personally. I think like without again, like I'm never gonna endorse anything because like I'm dude, like anything out of my control, I cannot endorse that. But like I do think that like you guys are super interesting. Like I'll be following this journey closely, and like I think like it's really refreshing to have like you acknowledge like basically a bunch of concern, stipulate about like the things you had through the art process, through the creation process, going with you through like some of your favorite traits, etc., etc. I just feel that's cool. Like that's why I do what I do. I fucking love this shit. Not gonna lie.
Yes, sir. I'm like, I'm gonna watch you succeed so much because you're doing the right thing and which is super needed for the space right now.
Hell yeah. And having said that, I'm open to sponsorships, folks. Let's go. Okay, on to the next, brother. Why don't we just like get to like the thing, right? Like you said, like you had like a way to pick the winners.
I mean, I can't see who are all there on the live stream, so I think like you should do it. Like, I can send you the link of the game. Like, if you can somehow get all the people who are watching it, I think that's the way. Like,
Well, you know
have you
what?
given away? Have you given
I'm
away any NFTs before?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I'm gonna do it like differently then. Like, I'm just gonna because like the criteria were to basically tag 3 friends, um,
Oh, right.
follow
Okay.
you.
So through Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, so it's only on Twitter. Let me just like get right to it.
1 second. I think there's like a picker or something. Like if you just go to the tweet. I'm dumb in this game. Let me ask my friend.
I mean, like if it's gonna be a problem, then I'm just gonna handpick people.
Yeah, I think like you should handpick. That would be awesome.
Sure. Well, why don't we both handpick one?
Oh yeah, sure, 100%. I'm gonna go to the tweet. So I'm just gonna randomly scroll and I'm gonna stop in like few seconds and then just read the name which I'm seeing.
Sure. I'm gonna be doing the same. Actually, I think I can do that while on.
Okay, it's gonna be super bad. Like if I scroll and just close my eyes and just count to three, all the top people on the comment is gonna lose. So it's a dumb way, but it's fine. It's evil.
I mean, you know what? Like, honestly speaking, though, this was like literally like the first guy I just like clicked it, and it is what it is. Then I'm gonna make my
Right.
life really easy. El Greco, you better follow me. Follows. Yeah. Um, I literally slipped over banana peel and got here. I'm choosing El Greco.
Lovely. He's a OG community member, so he's gonna love it.
There you go.
Bro, bro, I think you should choose, man. Like all the people I see down there are all known to me. I don't want to be biased, so yeah.
I'll tell you something which is unbiased. We got like fucking nearly 550 people here. Like this is like the all-time high on like streams on the live viewers. That's
Oh
sick.
wow. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. So El Greco will be the first one, and the other one.
I think you should give it to Karan. So I just randomly saw his DGOD. His at is real Karan Veer or something.
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah! Like he recently joined DGOTS. Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah.
like he's
So yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, man. I think El Greco and Karen
Yeah.
send a message to like did he like do the thing though? Like did he like tag 3 friends?
Yeah. Yeah. He did. He did. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. There you go. Congrats, guys. Like that's huge. I mean, I mean, like that's kind of it, man. Like this has been like quite the successful stream. I hope like you had a good time.
I
Please.
really had a great time, dude. Like, yeah, it's an honor to, talk stuff like this. And I've done this before, but not in this big scale and not as a founder as well. So yeah, it's really it's a bit overwhelming, but it's also good.
Dude, like just like continue going down this path, right? And just I mean, fact is, I do think that you guys have a chip on your shoulder because like you started out like a certain way, but just like keep on like proving everyone wrong, and well, like you just like keep on working and nothing wrong. I mean, like you guys will just like if you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, I'm quite confident that you're gonna be like a-okay. And last but not least, follow Devils, right? Follow this guy. We only have what, like 550 546 people following me, which is literally less like than the amount of people tuning in right here right now. Guys, let's go. Like we're on a mission to just like we want Devils to win, we want Medievals to win, we want DGOTS to win, we want SMB to win, Matlats. We want all of Solana NFTs to win at the end of the day, right? Plus, Frank, like sorry for the self promo here, but Loki, I'm coming for that number 1 spot, dude. Already creeping up on those numbers, brother.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, we are coming up. We're definitely gonna come up, and it's gonna be a tough competition as well. But yeah, I would love to join on the top with some of my brothers like DGODs, Medievals, SMBs, Mad Lads. But yeah, there's like the dope DGOD you have, like Swasti, super dope artist. I think she did the painting, I guess. And I see
Yeah.
the ghoster. Man, like I can't believe myself that I didn't burn the medievals for that ghoster. Like, it's fucking
I think it's
amazing.
worth
The
it.
quality. Yeah, the
Yeah.
quality is great. Like, I wish I could buy one, like in the secondary or something.
You can
Yeah, it's
buy them
awesome.
in the what's it called? Like you can buy them for like the small amount of like $3,000.
Shit.
Um, yeah, but you can actually like Medieval's just like released a game to where like there's like something like
Yeah,
called like
I saw that the primeval run or something, right?
True. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm super
yeah,
excited for the new art, the primevals looking dope.
for sure. I mean, like they're also like a another one to just like keep an eye on, right? Like it's quite like interesting that even though allegedly like NFTs are that you have like medievals, hacks, rogues, a lot of strays, and like so many more. I have not even been in touch with. So like I think it's just like semi retarded to think that Solana NFTs are that. Just like the price action is ass right now. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shout out to rogues, like those community members like showed up for the devils, and most of
For
the
sure.
one-on-one holders are actually rogues. So let's fucking go.
Nice. Nice. Well, I mean, like, you'll have to help me with like getting myself a one-on-one though.
Yeah, definitely. I've actually texted all the one-on-one holders that like Cat Guy is interested to buy your NFT. So yeah,
Pref- preferably trade it to another NFT, but like I'm sure we
yeah,
can sort something out. Um,
yeah,
having
definitely.
said that, thank you so much for coming on. El Greco and Karan, congrats on your win. Frank, let's just like sort out like the giveaway tomorrow. Like it's a little late here.
Yes.
And like in the meantime, El Greco and Karan, send me a DM. Do it to me, and I'll pass like your address, your Solana address to Frank, and let's make sure that's like the logistics of things.
100%. Thank you so much, man. Like it's a pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, guys, like thank you so much for tuning in. Indeed, 576, which is nuts, right? Like that's just crazy. Who like allegedly NFTs are dead. Like don't let these idiots tell you that like we're dead. We're right here, right? We're having a good time. We're talking art, we're talking community, we're talking about like all of the good stuff. We're not going anywhere. And we're growing as like no tomorrow. So again, like on to the next one. Also, last but not least, I will be actually go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@the NFT cat, and boom, the latest video is live. It's about Magic Eden debating us with retard numbers, as well as Orbis on Soul just having released. Check it out and follow us for daily content. Frank, thank you so much for your time. It's been a long time, and I've had like a blast, and I wish you all the best with Devils, man.
Same, man. Same. Super excited.
All right, we're purring out. Have a good one.
Have a good one, sir.